Hello, happy people. How are you doing today? I want to share an important information with you. It's actually a secret. Did you know that you can launch your website in just 2 minutes? Did you also know that you can launch your website or your applications where it's actually free, very free? You don't need to buy hosting. You don't need to buy a domain name, right? So it's absolutely free and you can do that in just 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so that's what I'll share with you in this video. I hope you sit tight and enjoy. It's gonna be really nice, and you'll be able to upload your existing projects, your existing websites to the internet where everybody can access. All right, so sit tight and enjoy. All right, so first and foremost, we want to create a website that will be uploaded. So on my desktop, I have created a folder like a website folder, right? XYZ, and there is an index file in it. Okay. So index.html. So let me open this with Notepad. Okay. So here it is. So it's a very simple HTML page. Yeah, so I've made it larger now. Now it just has a title that says deploy to search, has a background of yellow, and has a body text of I am testing the deployment to search. So where are we going to deploy our sites? This free hosting platform hosts static sites that you can deploy any website directly from your terminal. Okay, so it's called search.sh. All right, so just create a simple website. It doesn't have to be the same title. It doesn't have to be, it can be a full-fledged website. I'm just testing with something that is really simple, right? All right, so yeah, so once you have your website in place, you can have JavaScript files, you can have CSS files, different media files connected to this HTML in the same folder. Okay, so it doesn't just have to be index.html, so you can have CSS files and JavaScript files here and images here. So just your full website in a folder, right? So let's see how to access this folder using our terminal. So, um, yeah, so I've navigated to the desktop. That's where it's saved. So the website folder is called XYZ. Okay, so we cd into it. That's change directory into it. So the first thing we want to do is to install Surge. Okay, for us to be able to install Surge, we need something very important, which is node.js. So we are not going to work with Node. We are not going to program the Node application. We just need that node.js as a service. We need the NPM that comes with it, the Node package manager as a service that comes with it. So we'll be able to use NPM to install Surge. So if it's your first time, if you don't have Node already installed, how do you know if you have Node installed? So you might just check Node V. So it shows me I have Node 16. So, but if you don't have Node installed, you need to install Node. And to do that is very simple. So go and to Google and look for Node and this first one. So when it opens, you click and download. You can click here, and once you download this, it comes with NPM. You don't have to install that separately, right? So once that installation is done, we go ahead to install Surge. Okay, so you install Surge by running this command npm install Surge. Okay, this would be so simple, but the thing with this is it will install for each project, for every project you develop. So we don't want to be doing it all the time. So you want a way of installing it and it installs on the system so that every other time we go ahead and use it. So you want to use what we call global so that it will be global on the system. So we use after npm install dash dash global search. Okay, so once you do this, you hit enter. I've already installed this. So once you do that, you hit enter. Hope you can see npm install global surge. Okay, surge, npm install dash dash global surge, right? Different words. Okay, so once you install that, the next thing would be to run the search command. The first time you run the search command like this, it will prompt you to create an account. Okay, I already have a search account on my system, so I won't hit enter, but you type search surge and hit enter, and it will prompt you for email, a valid email address, and a password. Okay, and it will create an account automatically for you. So go ahead, hit enter while I pause the video. But once you hit enter, it will just take about uh, 30 seconds to set up. So not even up to 1 minute. You just type your email, your password. Maybe your password may not show. So understand that while you type, it's still typing, though it may not come up, right? So search, hit enter, right? Okay. So once you have everything ready, that's your account has been created, and you clicked, you entered search and entered, and your account has been successfully created. When you've supplied the email and the password, you get to this point, project, and it will take you to the directory of your project. You don't need to add index.html here. You don't need to add any any kind of file here. All you need to do is to make sure that it's the last directory here is your website or your project directory on your local system, right? So if that's the case, you hit enter. Okay, so you hit enter. I just did. So I just hit enter. So it's taking me to this domain. Let me reduce this a bit. All right, so I think it's reduced now. So this domain, and it's giving the beauty of search is that it automatically assigns domains for you. Okay, you don't need to buy a domain like I mentioned before. So even if you wanted to buy a domain later, but at least this provides help for you to show your clients the initial work you've done before having to talk about buying domains. Okay, so you can, if you're a freelancer, you have an opportunity to post your work samples, your jobs, for employers to see all your work sample. You don't have an excuse of now saying, oh, I didn't have money to buy domain, I didn't have money to buy hosting. This is entirely free and it doesn't take your 5 minutes. Okay, so you shouldn't change this search.sh except you have a company like a domain you've bought. So if you do have a domain that you have bought, then you can remove the entire line and just type your domain without search.sh. So, but I'm using my arrow key to navigate, and I'm using my backspace to remove those. So whatever name .search.sh, but if you have your domain, you use your domain name, right? And you link it properly. So I will show you how to link that in a separate video, or maybe you check zyzix.com, zyzics.com, and get those tutorials, right? So we want to create uh, something. Let me just check here. Do we have xyz test dot search dot sh? We don't have that website. It doesn't exist. Project not found. Okay, project not found. xyz test dot search dot sh. So let's create it now. xyz test dot search dot sh, right? So once we send that, So search uploads the files for us. And how many seconds does it even take? About 30 seconds. And you are done. It's not even up to 20 seconds. Okay. So success, it's been published to xyztest.search.sh. Okay. So if we refresh this, tada, we have our nice website. Okay. That we created here. So it could have been anything. Remember the background yellow, and this is what. So subsequent times when you want to launch, when you want to add, when you want to update your website, you don't need to go through the long process again, right? All you need to do is just run search. Okay, just run this search. So let me make some updates and show you how that works. So let me say I change this to green, and I'm writing this changed text, re-upload, re-upload to search. Okay, I save this. I've saved this now. All right. So all you need to do after you've made changes different times, you just need to type search. You already have search installed, so you just need to navigate to the project directory. If you are using Visual Studio Code, just check your terminal and just type search, and hooray, it will be there. So let me, so hit enter on the search. Once you hit the enter, it will take you to this line again. Yes, that's the project folder, and that's where you should be. So hit enter again. It gives you another random name. So always use your arrow key to get down to where, and then you use your backspace or your delete. Then I remember it was XYZ test. Okay, so we type XYZ test on the same domain, right? So it will update the current stuff. So once we do that, another 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, about 15 seconds. So it's published. And if we refresh this, we get a green background and the content has been changed. Yeah, changed text and uploaded, re-upload to search. So that's how to create and launch your website, okay, without buying domain names, without buying hosting packages, which sometimes can be really, really expensive. So thank you very much for watching, and remember to subscribe and like, comment as well. Thank you very much. Check out for other videos that will provide quick help for your projects. Thank you very much. Bye.